Right, hey, good evening everyone. Hello Chris and anybody else that's out there and watching. This is our apprentice driver. It's young Keegan Sanderson. Right, hey, good evening everyone. And hello Chris. He is going to be racing tonight on the Xbox One Series League that they race, the IXR League. And this is coming to you from Silverstone. They've just had a server bounce, so they need an admin to reset the quali time. So we're waiting for that. We're not going to see outside views. This is Keegan's car. He likes the purple colors as well. So he'll be flying the Bentley colors and driving the big Bentley Continental this evening. And I will attempt to bring some real-time commentary. I'm just watching the screen at the moment while they just quickly sort their stuff out. Chris, hey you buddy. How's the family? What's going on? Anybody else watching with you? Nothing to report yet, I'm afraid. They're busy redoing the server settings. It looks like he's going to be logging back on now, so stand by. Right, looks like they might have done an admin reset, so we're at 1 minute and 20 seconds of free practice. Then it should tick over to a 15-minute qualifying, and then we have a 60-minute race, as you can see, with one compulsory pit stop. So I've been watching Keegan do some prac sessions, and we've agreed on a 50-50 strat, carrying 50 liters in the car, which should be sufficient based on his doable lap times. So let's see what happens. As you can see, these are not real people's names. Lord Farquaad, RCI, Chris XD, XRF Hammer, Perk Pixel. So it should be an entertaining commentary stream that we're going to be watching this evening. Right, there we go. Into quali.
Green light, give it all you can.
Loading the setup. And he's going to get out there. He was currently lying 4th or 5th in unofficial practice before the quali. So let's see how he goes. So first lap out. He hasn't started the official quali lap yet. See very overcast, typical conditions for England. Also, this is not live stream in their platform, so we're going to have a little bit of an audio and video delay because it's not synced. You see him kind of just creating himself a bit of a gap, and then he should climb on it and get going. Right, here we go. Climbs on the loud pedal, and this is the start of his first flying lap over the start finish line. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Right, out of Chapel, up the hanger straight we go, up towards Stowe. He was out braking a little bit here, but I think he's got it sorted now. Now he brakes into Stowe, needs to get the car further across to the apex. Right, heading down through Vale, coming to the club chicane. Looks good through there. Then over the international start finish straight, the Hamilton straight. Then one gear down for Abbey. Then Farm Curve and into Village and the Loop Complex. Good clean lap for the first lap, so hopefully you'll get this as a positive time. Down we come the Wellington straight down towards Brooklands, and again another corner that can catch you out. Very easy to understeer here. Again, he's a little wide of the apex, but I think it's probably nerve. Through Luffield, keeps it tight, and now heads down to Woodcote and onto the start finish line. First flying lap done. This looks like about a 201. It is a 201.6. That's a good start. So from this view we can actually see his deltas, and he's already up as he comes into his second lap through Maggots, Beckett's. Now through Chapel, and then up we go. Hanger straight and towards Stowe. And he's 1.5 tenths up, currently 5th, as everybody gets over the line to do their first laps. This is exactly where we were in unofficial practice, but he was very close to 4th place. And then we see him finding a little bit of time. Goes 3, 4 tenths, 4.5, 5 tenths. So picking up the pace now, building confidence. Oops, gets a little bit of a tank slapper there and throws away 2 tenths. Keeps it nice and tight as he goes through Village and the Loop. That was a great section there. So if he kept the same time all the way from early on in the lap through Abbey and from Club, this would almost be a second up on his delta. We'll put him in the 2.0s. As it is, oh, he's run too deep. Manages to bring it back. Right, hold on to the apex here through Luffield. Oh, he's losing time. Okay, so we saw 7 tenths there. He's lost 4 tenths. And 8 minutes and counting. He's still 6 with a 201.3. Sure, he feels a bit comfortable. And let's see if we can get a quicker lap now. He's outbraking himself as he goes through Stowe. He's missing his braking point, so he's running a little bit deep there. Right, down Vale through the club chicane. Hits the sausage curb a bit there, but that's good. And there comes the positive delta. This is a great lap. If you can get this to the finish, this might bump him back up to 5th. 6 tenths up. This is going to be a 2.0. Oh, stay 6th at 200.8. Just under 6 minutes left, so he's probably going to get maybe 3 more laps. That's much better through Stowe. He got back down to the apex. That's 3 tenths there. It's a good clean delta here. Should be another positive. Still lying 6th. Hopefully he'll get a chance. He'll put the timetables up, and although I think he'll just drive it to the end of the time, so I think he's going to be 5th or 6th. Hopefully no lower than that, which is certainly not bad. Right, 4.5 tenths. Here we go. Keegan going down Wellington Straight now towards Brooklands. Time counting down at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. He's going to get maybe 2 laps. Oh, he goes over half a second up. 7, 8 tenths. Oh, it was quick as he went in there. Loses a bit of time. Now picks it up again. 6 tenths. This is going to be a 200.2. No, it's a 200.3, and he stays 6th. 3.5 minutes and counting. And he's 2/10 down on this delta. Sixth out of 10, and Keegan says this is the first race he's had back in the league since he was off on medical leave, so this is a good result already. Oh, he cut that one a little bit too fine through Aintree, and that invalidates that lap. So here we go, last final lap. It's got 12 litres in the car, so carrying a little bit extra fuel than he needs to, but let's see how he gets on with this lap.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Right, good start into the green. Round Cops we go. Oh, and he's too wide. Oh, he had to brake and bring that back. Oh, he's lost a whole lot of time there already. I don't see him improving at the moment. I think 6th is going to be it. He is trying to claw it back slowly. He goes through Maggots and Beckett's. He's 2/10 down at the moment. But yeah, when you're chasing a red delta from T1, it's very difficult to get a positive delta out the lap. Got a yellow flag up here coming through Stowe, so somebody's off somewhere. He's also run a bit wide there and added to that delta being negative. Oh, and hits the sausage curve, almost spins the car, and I think that's it, done. You might as well call it quits as far as quali goes, and go and get the setup prepped for the race. It's not going to go any quicker. Might get round to start one more lap actually. He's going to have to pedal it some. He is going to get round to start another lap. So now he'll floor it. He's going to go over the line with like 10 seconds left. So this should count. And it does count. So come on, make this lap count. Here we go, Keegan. Last chance. Lastminute.com. And the first turn is an awesome turn. He goes 2/10 up on the delta. So this lap will indeed count. So if he doesn't mess this up, he's going to carry this all the way to the line, hopefully. He's overcooked it a little bit going into Beckett's. Manages to hold on to it, but he's lost a lot of that positive. Now neutral. Yeah, he outbraked himself going into Beckett's, unfortunately. But he's there or thereabouts. Let's see how the middle sector pans out. He gets it good. He gets the car back in the apex through Stowe, and he's slightly positive. This is good. Through Vale down to Club. Here we go. Little bit is on the neutral. Oh, he lost a lot of time there. He must have picked up a big wheel spin or something. Oh, he has lost. Goes down half a second already. Yeah, he's calling it quits. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be 6th. That's where we're going to be starting from. .158.8. So he's 1.4 seconds off. Only 2/10 off 5th place, but a whole jump ahead of 7th in the rest of the field, which is good. So if he can hang on to Bavaria 5, possibly hijack him through Maggots and Beckett's, or even Stowe, wherever, he could jump a position here. So we're going to just wait for the server to tick over, and we'll be prepped for a 60-minute sprint coming to you from the IXR Xbox One League. This is console racing with the Setta Corsa Competizione. And you're watching Keegan Sanderson, our apprentice driver for PWSR this evening at Silverstone in the big Bentley. Okay, last minute changes, setting the tires, getting the pressures right. Fuel strategy, 50 liters, second fuel strat. It's got to update tires here. That looks good. And we've got a nice mix of manufacturers here, as you can see. Ferrari on pole with Mercedes on the front row. It's Perk Pixel and RCI Chris XD. Second row, Special K-Race in a Porsche with Lord Farquaad also in a Bentley, the purple car just ahead of us. Then we have next to Keegan against the pit wall in a Ferrari. It's Bavaria 05. And then Keegan Sanderson in his Bentley. Behind him, we've got XRF Hammer in an Audi R8. Then the great Kim 99 in another Porsche. And an Aston Martin back there in 9th place, I think. Yes, and 10th place, another Audi. So it's a good mix. Right, here we go. In the great Kim 99 in another Porsche. And an Aston. It's a full formation lap. I'm just going to go and get a cold drink. I'll be back.
Stay single file. Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Right, I'm back. That's the car. Driving it from the chase cam, but I think he'll probably get back into the cockpit shortly. Doing some good brake checks, getting some heat into the brakes, which in turn is helping to increase the tire temps. So see some little bit of mind games going on here. Lord Farquaad is supposed to be in 4th place in the Bentley. Here he comes now. Okay, he's there. Right, they're side by side as they get ready for this 1 hour. Here we go. Don't panic. Keep the car in the green box. Wait for the lights. Lord Farquaad's very out of his box. Off we go. Moves back across now. There we go. Green lights and we're away.
Green light, go, go, go.
Oh, he got away with that. There was a little bit of a bump, but he managed to withstand that. So that was the Audi up the inside. It wasn't nearly in front or even on the side of Keegan's Bentley, but he has managed to spin himself. So you can see in the little track map there's a little bit of a gap between him and the guy behind. And we're going to obviously just wait for the timing screen to catch up. So 6th place and we're away. Lord Farquaad in the Bentley was in 5th, has done well at the start. He's managed to pass 2 cars. Bavaria 5 is where he is. Special K Race in 4th place in the Porsche has dropped down a position with the Bentley going by. So Keegan just needs to settle down and close in on this group. The guys do get into a little bit of a racy battle. You can maybe pick 1 or 2 of their positions straight away. Just going to do a quick screen refresh here to see if we can improve this lag. Oh, there we go. Right. Sorry. We obviously had 1 or 2 little spooling sessions with the live stream and the audio was very far out, but this is now back up to date. So you can hear and see him change gears at the same time. So, right. Off we go through Chapel Curve, up the Hanger Straight, and he's not that far off the back of Bavaria in the Ferrari. Almost in the slipstream. And the Bentley up ahead, going up the inside of the Mercedes. Lord Farquaad driving very aggressively. And they side by side as they come through club. Lord Farquaad running very wide and the Porsche has gone back up the inside of him. They're still side by side. The Porsche gets a little bit of a tank slap up ahead. And Keegan's watching this happening from his Bentley. And they go flat out through Abbey. And the Ferrari's now arriving on the scene because the Bentley had to lift. The Ferrari's going up the inside. And Keegan's doing a late set. Oh my word. Oh, there might have been a little bit of a touch there. And there is. So Keegan is in fact stopping and he is waiting for that Bentley to come take his position again. Oh, that's good driving, young man. That's what we like to see. That was bad luck. Right, so all the way down to 9th, but he had much quicker pace. Him and Lord Farquaad just ahead. They should be able to pass these 3 or 4 guys ahead. Oh, and there's a car spinning. The great Kimmy in 9th place has just spun in the Porsche. So Keegan gets a position there through Cops. It is a tricky corner. Right, on we go. Uphanger straight. And there you can see the field not too far ahead. So he's just got to stay on this as we just deal with a little bit of a Twitch lag here, or an internet lag. So we're on the second lap. We had a bit of contact here a lap ago. He turned Lord Farquhar round, very accidental, did the right thing, pulled over, let everyone went by and gave the position back to Lord Farquhar. So they are now in 8th and 9th from 4th and 5th respectively, or 5th and 6th. So 3 positions lost, but over 60 minutes, if Keegan hangs on to the back of Lord Farquhar's Bentley, they should be able to make their time up, because they were over a second and a half quicker than the guys ahead of them in quali. So it's a little bit of a drive back exercise for Keegan here. And over the line we go, starting lap 3. It's his first track cut warning through Cops. Keegan much quicker through that part of the track. Lord Farquhar outbraked himself a little bit into club, and Keegan's got very close now, so he needs to just be careful this time. If he is going to make a pass, got to be careful there's no contact. Make it clean, but you can see the 2 cars just up ahead. There they are. So they're definitely closing in on a XRF Hammer and STR Hitman in an Aston Martin and an Audi. Some great laps coming in here. This is race pace laps at 2:00.7s. So good pace for the Bentley and for Keegan. And they are both slowly but surely reeling the Audi in of XRF Hammer. I suspect it'll be a lap or two and they will be in the thick of things, the two Bentleys. The middle sector, they do close up. So around Stowe, down Vale and then to Club, they do get very close to the Audi, which is struggling through there. And Keegan now needs to just settle down, just nail his braking points. A little bit down in his delta on this lap, and the gap is extended out to Lord Farquhar in his Bentley. But here we go, 48 minutes and counting, and there will be a pit stop coming up in 30 minutes, or at the 30-minute mark.
Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
Right, so the Bentley's through. Lord Farquhar made it look quite easy there. And now Keegan's all over the back of XRF Hammer in the Audi and needs to do this cleanly. He knows he's quicker than the Audi, so he's just got to plan this properly. He closes right up through here, and now hard on the brakes. This is where he had the contact with Lord Farquhar. So got to be patient. Now try and get it underneath the Audi, get a good draft down the straight, and then send it up the inside into the braking zone for Brooklands. Is he going out? He's looking. Oh, he's on the brakes. Is he up the inside? He is up the inside. Audi's still on his outside. They're dicing.
Clear on the right.
Now the Audi's got the inside. No. Come on, Keegan, close the door. Audi's still there. He's got to out-drag him now. Close the door. There we go. Good pass. Right. Gained one position back. Get onto the back of Lord Farquhar now and carry on. Dropping the Audi already, as you can see in the mirrors, so good pass done. Did lose 2 seconds on that lap, but it's all good. Oh, Keegan, good section through there. Village in the loop, much better. And you gained a whole 10th and a half. So closing back up onto the back of Lord Farquhar. Over the line we go, and the laps ahead. A 2:01.5, a 2:00.9, and a 2:00.7. So Keegan almost a full second quicker than the Ferrari, at least the Aston Martin just up ahead. And then unfortunately it's a good 14 seconds to the Ferrari in 4th place, Bavaria, which is where he was before the dramas. So but you never know what happens with pit stops. So they keep on pushing. We're at 43 minutes and counting. So I'd say give or take 12, 13 minutes time, we should see the cars come into the pits and get on with their pit stops. Lord Farquhar is already on the back of STR Hitman. As we can see, he's right there with the Aston. And that'll hopefully slow him down a little bit, which will allow Keegan to get into the action as well. That was a great first corner, great cops. This needs to be a perfect lap because he will then get onto the back of Lord Farquhar, who is being held up now by STR Hitman. He is right there with the Aston Martin as they go through Maggots and Beckett's. He's looking, he's peeled off, he's looking up the inside, now he's going back around Stowe. Oh, they're side by side. Lord Farquhar was on the outside, now peels back to the other side, tries to do the undercut on the Aston Martin. This is slowing them up. Keegan's right here, but look in the mirrors, the Audi's also right there. So XRF Hammer's coming with him. And very soon this is going to be a four-way battle for 5th place. Lord Farquhar runs deep. It's a bad line through left field. He's trying to get a late apex to build the speed up, but the straight's not long enough. So he's going to have to lift and brake before he gets to Cops.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
2:01.1. Keegan still running quickest laps. Oh, and Lord Farquhar very deep through Cops. That'll be an off track for sure if he kept his foot in it. So he's going to have a first track warning. And now Keegan's right here with him. He's closed up on both of them. Good stuff. Good racing. Got a little bit of a gap. And they're side by side as they go up Hanger Straight here. Lord Farquhar on the outside of the Aston Martin as they break into Stowe. And he's doing very weird lines through these corners to try and get undercuts done, which is going to slow him up completely. Right, Keegan's pretty much here. He's hit that sausage curb every lap. 37 minutes and some change, and they are on 11 laps already. So next 6 to 7 minutes we should see the pit lane start lighting up, and these guys should be coming in. Finally gets through club nice and cleanly, and here we have drama. Aston Martin runs super deep out the exit of club and onto the Hamilton straight, so he would have had to have lifted, and the Bentley would have had to have lifted, and now Keegan's coming through Abbey and closing in on them. They're almost all together, so I think we're going to start seeing some moves being made. Lord Farquhar's taking much better speed lines and getting a late apex to get the drive out of the loop. Hammers it through Aintree now and down Wellington straight they come, and the Aston's running defensive lines already. He's going down the straight on the inside. That's going to compromise his line here through Brooklands. Lord Farquhar cuts back in, then brings it back across and tries to do the undercut through Luffield, and does indeed get super close. Anybody peeling off of the pits yet? No, not yet. The Aston Martin is certainly feeling the pressure. STR Hitman is watching in his mirrors.
Gaining on the car ahead is up to 3.
Oh, they're also starting to catch up to Ducky, 10th place car. They're about to lap him. He's an amateur and he's just up the road. So that's going to introduce some slow traffic and some drama to these guys, because they're all racing for position. Right, the pit window's open, so they must pit in the next, looks like 10 minutes, I guess. Lord Farquhar late braking, late apexing as he comes through Stowe, and Keegan's right here with him now. And there we can see the Audi just gone through the end of club and onto the Hamilton straight. So that's the 10th place car. They're coming to lap, and that is going to introduce traffic. Lord Farquhar runs right off the track, and if that was flat out, it'll be another track cut warning for him. Oh, yellow flag, careful, careful. careful, and they all miss and avoid Ducky, who has completely lost control. So that's the slow traffic out of the way, I guess. But these three are now right next to each other, nose to tail at least. And we see Keegan prepping for his pit stop, making sure everything's right, adding a bit more fuel into the car. So he's probably going to be peeling off now or the next lap. I think I'd say go now. If they stay out, you go in. Try and do the undercut. And they do stay out. And he's staying out. So he's going with them. One more lap, maybe two. They're passing someone in the pits. It is RCI Chris XD in the Mercedes-Benz. So second place, or the leader, second place man, Chris XD, is in the pits. And Ducky we see is also in the pits from 10th place. Keegan doing well. Halfway through the race, got 30 minutes left, lying 6th overall. And 5th and 4th are right here ahead of him. They're in the thick of this dice. And pit stops are going to dictate a couple of things. Also got to be aware of not getting any pit lane speed limit penalties. So Keegan choosing not to repair damage to the bodywork. Oh, Lord Farquaad outbraked himself, almost ran into the back of the Aston, and Keegan's all over him. So he's trying to save some time in the pit stop by not repairing damage because he feels the car's quick enough. That's fair enough. It's saving himself 2.5 seconds. So some strategy work happening. And thanks to everybody watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it, Chris, and possibly Jason, if it's you. This is young Keegan Sanderson, and he's about to come into the pits. This is Xbox One, and he does. So we want to do an undercut on Lord Farquaad. Right, hammer it around the corner. Here it is. Brake, pit lane. Nice. So he qualified 6th. Started well, came into Village and Loop and ran into the back of the gently turned around that Lord Farquaad in that Bentley. He moved over and waited for him to come back, dropped down to 9th, and is busy driving back up the field. So good stuff. That was the Ferrari that's just left Per Pixel in 5th place, so that's how far back he is. And he was right behind that Ferrari before the incident, so it's a 15 to 20 second crash that happened. Here comes the Porsche, the great Kimi. There goes the Aston. Go. Oh, that was good. He's right with him, so he's racing this guy ahead, SDR Hitman. And out he comes nice and cleanly. Saved himself 2.5 seconds in that. So he needs to get going and get going quickly. This is for position, and they're going to be racing the Bentley when they come around to the start-finish line on the next lap. So all good to go. Seems like the guys have some good league racing as well on the Xbox. Keegan's 70% of the way there with his gaming PC, and he'll be joining us in a couple of months' time at the various local leagues. Oh, there's drive-throughs. Okay, Ducky got one, and the great Kimi in the Porsche got one, although they're behind us. So that doesn't help our cause. But as I was saying, yeah, this Xbox has given him a lot of practice in the game. And it'll be a little bit of an adjustment going to PC when he does move across. But he's got a lot of fast people to help him along the way. And the likes of Kieran and Cody and Christian. Oh, big glitch. Okay, there we go. And say how's it on YouTube if you are out there, guys. It'll be grand to have some feedback for the youngster. XRF Hammer is in the pits. The Audi's in, so this is for position. He's still in, so they're going to make up a position here. Oh, he's just made it. So there's one position change. Right, we're waiting for Lord Farquaad, who's in another Bentley, and he has to still pit. So 27 minutes and some change to the end, and Keegan should be able to close in on STR Hitman just up ahead of him in the Aston. It took him about 5 to 10 laps in the first half of the race, got right up to the back of him, so he should be able to close in now. Just got to put on some good clean laps, nail his braking markers, and he'll get there. But the other Bentley's going to be going into the pits. Oh, there we go. STR Hitman had a huge tank slap in the Aston Martin, and Keegan's right here with him. So that certainly helped. Right, apply the pressure, young man. Flash your headlights. Get in his head. That's a great line through there. Now the last corner through left field, he hikes the apex and gets on the gas early, and this is going to be good. That Aston Martin is looking in his mirrors. He's definitely going to be a whiz. And you can see Keegan 2 seconds on that lap quicker. I don't know where the other Bentley is. I mean, if he pits, he has to come out close or nearby these guys. So I'm thinking he still hasn't pitted yet. Hey, Luke, how's it, man? Yes, it's our apprentice youngster, Keegan Sanderson, on Xbox here. And he's showing the Bentley some love at Silverstone. How you keeping, Luke? Are you good, man? Right, this is where STR Hitman had a bit of problems as he goes through Abbey. Now farm curb, now they come into village and loop, and he had a huge tank slapper here on the previous lap. Had let Keegan close right in. Oh, he outbrakes himself a little bit, does Keegan. Manages to hang on to it. Right. Pit window's closed, so Lord Farquaad, the other Bentley,
Yellow flag is sector 1.
I've got to assume must have made a mistake somewhere, and he is well, he can't be behind us because we can see who's 8th, 9th and 10th. There he is, he's in 5th, he's in the pits now. Oh, Keegan, you silly Billy. No, he's going to just go. I think that Aston was crashing in front of him already, so that's all good. Wasn't your fault. I can't show you a replay either because this isn't my This is an ACC on the game. But here's Lord Farquaad in the pit. He's just leaving the pit.
There's a car extinguished.
Come on, Keegan. Get him. Get to him. Go. Go. There he is. Right, that's your position. That's 5th place. Hey, Johan. How you, buddy? Long time no chat, man. Yeah, I'll do good. Gonna take a little bit of a break myself. Got to just prep a couple of things. Racing a little team league on LNR's race with with Cragen, our other teammate, as a pro and AM driver in that league with LNR. I'm going to just do the streaming for Raceface Sprint Series and the league finished, and then see what transpires with this other big league now. You know, the Metal State event. So waiting for Bertus just to clarify some things with the organizers and who's going to do it and so on and so forth. But yeah, it'll be good to see those teams. Believe you're going to be in that one as well. Super strong. So Kieran and Cody will try and keep you guys company. Right, so 22 minutes left here, and Keegan is as close as can be behind Lord Farquaad. XIF Hammer further back in 7th. STR Hitman, the Aston Martin, he was basically having his own accident, and I think Keegan just collected him by mistake. Wasn't on purpose or anything, but needless to say, he must keep on going here. And this is 5th place, just up ahead of him. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to do a screen update to get the audio synced. The browser runs, gets a little bit of a loop, and it runs out of timing with what we're seeing on the video. There we go. Oh, he's in trouble here. All sorts of strife. Manages to bring it back. So XIF Hammer's not too far back here in the Audi. You can see him in the mirrors. Although Keegan did manage to get past him easily enough, but he is making mistakes and letting the Audi close up. And missing a gear change by the sounds of it. Now the Audi's all over him. He's going to have to be defensive here, and he is. And he's missing his braking. I mean his gear change. Careful, careful, careful. The Audi's there and there's contact. Get going. There we go.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Don't panic. You are quicker than him. Just settle down. Don't let it get into your head, Keegan. Still 20 minutes to go. You just got to get your racing lines back and just do what you need to do, and you'll get your pace back. Last laps are horrible. Yeah, hey, Johan, I can only agree. It's been a very weird time for a lot of people, both working and, retired and all the rest. And unfortunately, with us losing our track and our club and all of that, it's just been meh. I just I wrote the losses off, packed everything up, sent them all up to the guys in Joburg. I'm done with it now. So it's unfortunate, but that was fun. This is now the new hobby in sport, as you can see, and work. Yeah, we're getting back into work things as well. Back in the office 3, sometimes 4 times a week. So, yeah, the new kind of norm in quotes. It's not going to be the norm like we knew it, but it is what it is. Right, come on, Keegan. Let's get back on this guy's case. You passed him early on in the race, no problem. So, oh, you're going too hard through there. And here comes the Aston Martin. So I think Keegan's a little bit rattled and he's losing concentration. But 15 minutes to go. Let's get it to the end here, young man. Jeez, Aston Martin sent it from 10 years back. He's waiting for him. It was his mistake. Oh dear. Oh well. 8 seconds damage. Stop looking at that. Let's get on with the driving.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, this guy's a little bit of a nut job in this Aston. Keegan has to get away from him. Some close side-by-side action here.
Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Sure, my nerves. Oh, we're coming up to left Ducky again in the Audi. Who's just round Maggots and Beckett's. Past Ducky, who spun out again in the Audi. And now Keegan's at least got a decent bit of a gap between him and STR Hitman in the Aston. But he can't relax. He's got 10 minutes left and he's dropped 13 seconds off XRF Hammer here. So come on, boy, keep going. Great lap here, half a second up on your delta. So settle down again and getting good lap times again. Just over 7 minutes left, so probably 4 more laps, 3 more laps. But I don't think he's going to catch up to XRF Hammer, who is now 12 seconds up the road. So 7th. Qualified 6th, finished 7th, not bad considering the up and downs. But let's see, still 7 minutes left. Right, just under 5 minutes. The XRF Hammers behind Ducky, the 10th placed Audi again, and possibly he's holding him up. They are a little bit just up the road here, as you can see on the track map.
There's a slow car ahead.
Yeah, that's the warning for Ducky. All right. Ooh, did you see Ducky's Audi up in the air there? So that was all weird. Okay, so he's back into 6th. I think the guy who was chasing just disconnected because of that accident. So, as I was saying, he closed up to him and Ducky, and they probably came together, and it was just a rage quit, but he's disconnected. So, there we go. The youngster, he is up into 6th. Must have been a heck of an accident, because that Audi was like lying on its side. So, coming up to probably the last lap. Right, the leader's actually just on the way around, so he'll be starting the last lap now. So, Keegan's got one more lap after this. Right, let's see if we can go and talk to him. Are you there? Keegan? Okay, can't hear you, dude. I was going to talk to you on the stream for your last lap, but just try and talk to me again. Oh, there you are. Yeah, okay. Stand by. Focus, though. Keep going.
Yes, boss.
Right, so here we are. We're live. Keegan, last lap. How was your race? First time back in a while.
No complaints, eh?
Yeah.
Look, it could have been better. I am making a lot of mistakes.
First part of the race, you had a very good dice and you caught up nicely to Lord Farquaad and those guys.
How do I say this?
Nicely.
First corner,
Yeah.
there was that Porsche that came up behind.
Yeah, saw that.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Look, there was that incident.
Finished the race.
It was really unfortunate what happened with me and the other Bentley.
It was.
I couldn't really go anywhere.
No, it's all good. But you did the right thing in slowing down for him. So
Yeah,
well
exactly.
done. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's just sportsmanship. I got very frustrated with Hitman. It's not even a joke.
I know he was driving a little bit wild, and you really got into your head there. So, but you then, it took you literally half a lap to nail your braking points and get the lap right, and you put a lot of daytime between yourself and him. But yeah, it was a little bit dodgy around here.
I mean, look, he was very, very eager to get the position, but he
Very.
would stuff up his exit. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would
Yeah,
nail
yeah.
him on the exit. And then once I came around, I looked in my mirror. I just saw him start losing it ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And I went, "This is my time," and I put my foot down.
Good. Well, we caught all of that and saw all of that. We've had Luke Addison here. Chris has been on the stream. Johan van der Merwe, Slots has been here. So you've had some guys watching, and it was awesome to watch. Buddy, I think you did an awesome job. Qualified 6th and finished 6th.
Awesome.
So there you go. Well done. And done deal, man. Good stuff.
Good job. Do the best you can. Take it easy. Be low.
Oh, wait and spin.
Yeah, go and offload your
There we
traction
go.
control and do some donuts. Turn TC off.
I can't do that. That's the problem.
All right. Well, we'll catch up with you again soon, man. Well done.
Awesome. Thanks, Alan. Thanks,
Cool, man.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Right, so there we go. That was coverage coming to you live from Silverstone. Keegan Sanderson racing in the IXR League Xbox One series, and good fun. Thanks, guys, for joining us on the YouTube, and yeah, we'll catch up with you soon. Hopefully, have the kids' PC sorted, and that's all working, and we can bring some more live streaming to you soon. Cool. I'm gonna say cheers and.